I'm very excited to be here in Milano. I think it's a good opportunity for me. Coach Messina talked to me, and it was a good challenge. I felt, why not? It was an opportunity to live in another country like Italy. I never lived here. To get to know a city like Milano, get to live in a country like Italy, and play for Coach Messina, which I always wanted to do, and I thought I was never going to do because my career was getting over. And I got a chance to do it right now, so I took the challenge. I thought it was a good opportunity. I don't know what to expect. I'm just gonna play hard, work hard, enjoy it. I think the most important part for me is to enjoy it. You know, I'm at a stage in my career that I don't have to do these things. I don't have to play. I don't have to do stuff on the court. I don't have to try to save X amount of money. Those things are beyond in my career. So I think it's all about the opportunity to do something fun, to do something cool, to do things that challenge me and makes me happy every day. So I'm just gonna try to enjoy the experience. I think that's the most important thing for me right now. Obviously, if you want to enjoy something, you have to do good. You know, if the team does well, if I do well, those are the things that make you enjoy stuff. So let's see how it goes, but I'm very excited about this opportunity. I talked to a few people that I talked the most. Manu was one of them, Nocioni was another one, Pablo Prigioni was another one that happens to play for Coach Messina in Madrid. And I spoke with more people too, but those three were very important in my decision, and they're excited, they're happy to be here. Actually, after today, my first practice, we got a group chat, so I'm gonna go there and tell them what happened today. So. There's no secret. You just gotta, be a good professional, eat well, sleep well, train hard, and that's it. For example, Italy is a soccer country too, and you guys got good basketball, and we are here playing in Italy. So I do think Argentina is a big soccer country, but many other countries are soccer countries too, and there's still room for many other sports. And we feel basketball is doing very well in our country. Obviously, it doesn't have the popularity that soccer has, but we do very well, and we have room for improvement. I think we're going to do better with the time. Well, I think we got a great group of players that happen to play very well together, that happen to get along very well, and we make some noise in the basketball world. I think that team is always going to be remembered. But, we as a country, we feel we got more. We got more stuff to do, we got more players to come, and we got more achievements that are coming in the near future. So we are trying to stay away from the golden generation as much as possible, not because we don't like them, not because we don't validate what they have done, what we have done, but because we feel that it's time to put a focus on the players that we are playing right now, which we actually did very well this summer, and we feel we can do very well too. We feel that this could be an Argentinian basketball thing versus just that team, versus just that part of the war, of the history that we happen to be good for some reason, and we did those things, but it was over. It was nothing before that, and it would be nothing after that. We don't think that's true. We feel that this could be something about our country, the basketball of our country, and we feel this could be something that we could continue to have over time with different people along the years. So this is what our main focus is on now. I think it would be huge. This whole last 2 or 3 years for me, they were all about playing in the Olympics in 2020. We thought it was like a long shot. We didn't thought it was a long shot 2 or 3 years ago. Not only because my age, but also because we had to qualify, and it's very, very difficult to qualify. Even when we have that team that won everywhere he goes, we struggle to qualify to the Olympics because it's just so tough to make it from the Americas. You got the U.S. and you got Brazil, you got Canada, you got many teams that are Puerto Rico, many teams that are fighting for just one spot sometimes. So now we are so close to it that it's just hard for me not to think ahead. But I need to try to stay away from that. I need to try to focus on what we have right now. That will come, and I think it's going to be pretty special for me. I feel that was the highlight of my career right there. You know, that picture with me and the flag and all the Argentina delegation behind me. I feel like right there, that picture summarizes the highlight of my career. Whatever I have done on the court, it should be after you mentioned that fact. That's the most important thing I have achieved. I have a very, very special connection with Vitoria. I had the chance to be there for many years. Not only that, but also those were very important years in my growth as a person, as a player too, but as a person. And my kids, my first kids born while I was living there, and I had the chance to do so many things that I didn't even think I was going to be able to do. So Vitoria will always have a special place in my heart. You know, we did some great years in the EuroLeague. We had some great things accomplished. We went to Final Four 4 years in a row, or 3 years in a row. I just think, you know, it wasn't meant to be, and then I had to move on. I had to go to the NBA, and it just wasn't meant to be. I don't think about that much. I think the things we do, some of them were equal to winning a EuroLeague. I think you had to change your game pretty much all the time. You know, when I was in Argentina, I came to Europe, and the game is completely different, so I had to adapt there, and I had to change there. And then I had to move from second division to first division in Spain, and that has to get with a change too. The game is faster, guys are taller, bigger, more talented, and then you go into Vitoria, which also plays the EuroLeague, and that's another change there. You know, the EuroLeague are the best teams in the continent, and it's just harder to play. So you had to adapt there too, and then going to the NBA is a completely different game. So I think the adaptation part, it follows you along your whole career, and we see basketball changing, not just the player, but the basketball itself is changing. The way people play basketball has changed over the years. So I think you have to be in constant adaptation and constant changing your game and your body for you to be able to catch up, to stay on pace with what the games throw at you. It was a lot of fun, and I was on the bench. I was a backup, and then Yao got sick one day, and I go to a starting lineup, and that was the first game of the 22 in a row. So I got lucky, because who's going to change a starting lineup that wins 22 games in a row? So that was my first start, and I stayed on the starting lineup for the 6 years after.